Welcome everyone back to another episode of Q&A with Sharon's son George. I was my mother's caregiver after she was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Sadly, she passed on 1/1/2020, but we started together for Sharon.com in her memory and to advocate for a cure for all who are still battling today because no one is alone ever in this fight for a cure. Today's guest is someone who I've come to know very well and really inspires me, like many of you do. But he's out there literally walking and training and inspiring so many around the world. So I want to welcome you, Shakey, to the show.
Thanks, George. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, I met you thankfully for social media, and we always joke and say there's 99.9 amazing things about social media. There's always 1% not so great, but I'm so honored that we became friends online because, like I started the show, you definitely do inspire me. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I was diagnosed in 2002 with young onset Parkinson's disease, and I was 44 at the time. And I was told that I was diagnosed by a neurologist and then sent to a movement disorder specialist who also confirmed my diagnosis as young onset Parkinson's. And I was told that Parkinson's was progressive, incurable, and that I'd never get better. And I was told to go home and get my affairs in order because I would be in a nursing home within 5 years. And it was a pretty hard diagnosis to take. It was just, it was devastating. And then they put me on a strict regimen of meds, and the meds really messed me up. The side effects for the meds really messed me up, and I suffered and bounced around for a long time. And then in March, it was March 21st, 2016, I was late stage, had progressed to late stage for Parkinson's. I'd lost my facial expression, I'd lost my voice, I was losing my ability to swallow, which made me choke frequently. I depended on a cane to stand up, and I could only walk short distances. And March 21st, 2016, I got up and told myself that I was going to beat Parkinson's or I was going to die trying. And the only thing I knew to do was to get out and start walking. And I've walked and walked and walked, and I've walked thousands of miles, and I've spent countless hours in the gym, and I have worked myself back from stage 4 Parkinson's back to highly functioning stage 3. And I've held my progression back since 2016.
I really appreciate you sharing that because I think it not only inspires me, but so many listening, imagine a lot of it sounds similar to what my mother went through. Unfortunately, she didn't do the exercise as much as I wish. And it shows how science and research has really come to fruition in the last 10 years, how important walking and exercise is in the entire world for people diagnosed with Parkinson's and also caregivers because it's something they can do together. I always enjoy your walks because I feel like I'm there with you. So, I mean, you're not really, you're literally never alone. And I want to thank you too for always sharing those. There are Saturday mornings I'm online or Sunday night or Monday, and I see you walking and share it always through all my social media just to inspire people and just an amazing story. And I think this just kind of beginning because you have done so many miles and continue to. Is there a group or an organization you kind of support the most through your walks?
Yes, so in 2019, um, it was early 2019, April, we went up to Chicagoland to Jimmy Choi's 5K, and I went up and walked it. And while I was up there, I found out about an app called Charity Miles. And it's an app that I use almost daily. And Charity Miles will sponsor you. They have a list of nonprofits, and they will uh, support your miles that you walk for the organization that you pick out. And I've walked all my miles for Michael J. Fox Foundation. And since April of 2019, as of this morning, my current mileage is I have walked 5,185 total miles.
And what state are you in now?
I'm in Indiana.
So I'm in Florida. You could have made it here by now. We could
All
have done
right.
it. I love that. And it's great that you chose such a great foundation and just the things that you share. And we'll also make sure to shout out to the Michael J. Fox Foundation and all that they do. But it's just, again, so amazing. I do want to also take a moment and ask everybody. By the way, I was going to mention we have the honor of having the founder of Charity Miles coming on the show. So that'll be exciting. I'll let him know you also said hi. But I wanted to share with everybody, please go to Shakey Johnson at Facebook and please support Shakey and all he does. I love this site and your social media because of all the amazing things you share. And also I like the videos a lot, but also just how battling Parkinson's has changed you, but you become stronger than the disease. And that's something that not only admirable, but also so many out there, I feel would really learn from. And if we just, I always say, if we reach just one person today, they might have found themselves getting up today or tomorrow feeling the same way that you did that day. And instead of giving up now, coming to your social media, liking and following you, and even reaching out to you, you might be able to change their world like you have for yourself forever. So, wanted to again thank you for that.
I appreciate you having me on. And that's all about when I first found out that I could get better. It was before well, when I was diagnosed, it was before the internet.
Uh,
And in 2016, when I decided I was going to fight back and beat Parkinson's, uh, I don't recall really seeing anybody online. So when I first found out that I could get better by the exercise and the walking, I thought I'd be able to help thousands and thousands of people. And sadly, that's just not going to be the case. But if we can hook up with somebody once in a while and get them on the right track, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, I think the if we just reach one person and they share it, I always say, and then their friends share and their neighborhood share, everybody kind of goes viral, and I think that's important. So everyone listening again, please share this, support Shaky and all he does. But more important, really, I love your hashtag. We're beating Parkinson together, and as you all know, I won't stop, and neither will Shaky until there's a cure for everyone around the world. I wanted to now move to a few kind of, I always say fun. I don't know why I say that because I think the whole show's fun, but some more questions more about you. Can you tell us 3 words that describe who you are?
3 words: um, determination, won't stop, and just never give up.
Thank you. What is the one most memorable moment that stands out through all of your awareness that you can share?
Say that again, please.
Yeah, is there, I know it sometimes is a lot, but maybe is there one moment, I think when you stood up and decided to change your life and fight back was probably the moment I think of you. But is there one moment or most memorable moment that stands out through all of your work so far with awareness that you can share? Maybe like one walk that you remember most or one time?
I think what really my first walk, when I decided the only thing I knew what to do was to walk, and I got out there with my cane, and I was going to walk around the block. That was my goal, and I had to stop and rest several times to get around. But I went out there every day, and the longer that I walked, the stronger that I got. And the stronger that I got, the longer that I walked. And it's just an obsession now. It's just who I am. It's just what I do.
Well, it's a really positive one. I mean, I'm just like you. I used to kind of mentally, basketball and sports helped me, but due to a lot of my medical issues, it's very frustrating that I can't do it. So, I always have hope that maybe someday I'll figure it out and get back out there. But, even now I was in a boot and finally came off on the left ankle and then the back. It's like, but you have to always keep hope that you'll fight through that like you are. And that's why, again, I need a Shaky T-shirt with your face. Yeah, I'll be the
And
first one in line to buy one.
this is the first year. Normally, the cold really beats me down and is really hard on me. And I normally stop about Thanksgiving, and I set it out until March or April or May, whenever the weather warms back up. And this year I decided I wasn't going to let the cold beat me. So I've been out in January. I've walked all the way through November and December, back out it in January. We've had some brutally cold weather the last couple of weeks, and it's just starting to break. But got 60 miles in for the year, 60 miles in for the month already, and I'm really happy with that. And we're just gonna build on that and just keep going as far as we can.
We have to get everyone out there to donate for a treadmill so you can do it. It's a little safer, although it's not as much fun, of course. You
Not
don't,
as much fun.
you're kind of mine. I know mine. I don't do drugs, never did, and never drank, but that's my drug is, exercise. I was wondering, in this show, we like to take a moment to kind of, you're the face of the advocacy, obviously, but is there someone in your life who helped you during times of struggle that we can also send our love and support and thank?
Um, Along the way, it's been a long, hard road, and I've done a lot of it on myself, the most of it on myself. But 7 years ago, adopted a sister, and she takes a lot of pressure off of me. My biggest hurdle with Parkinson's is my cognitive. And she takes care of my bank. She takes a lot of pressure off of that, dealing with doctor's appointments, things like that, doctor's bills. And I couldn't have done it without Chris's help.
Well, we send our love again and support to her and thank her for all she does to support you so you can really continue to do what you're doing and help inspire so many. I was wondering if someone likely listening now might have just been diagnosed with Parkinson, what advice would you give them?
Well, first of all, it's not a death sentence, and you got to get past that. It's a hard disease to deal with, but you have to stay active. You have to move. Um, Parkinson's is a thieving bastard, and he takes and he takes and he takes and he takes. And you just have to decide whether you're going to be a victim or you're going to fight back. And I spent too long being a victim because the doctors told me I couldn't get any better. And when I found out that I could get better, it's just fight every day.
Yeah, oh, I love that. Inspirational again. If you were asked to write a script to a movie about your life story, what would you call it and what actor would play your role?
Um, would be beating Parkinson's, and Jeff Bridges, the dude, would
Nice.
be my character.
I saw you had the one of the movies out there, dudes. I watched that
Right?
one. That's a great
It's
one.
one of my alter egos.
Nice.
The dude and Sasquatch. Those are my alter egos.
I love them both. They're both welcome on our show.
I'm
What would you say to a younger Shaky 10 years ago?
sorry.
If you could speak to Shaky 10 years ago, like a younger Shaky Johnson, what would you say to that to yourself 10 years ago earlier?
10 years ago was a deep, dark place, and I was just tell him to keep on working, keep keep trying, and eventually one day this is going to work out for you.
I love that. If you could have a theme song of your life story, and I imagine you walking and playing, what would the song be?
What would the beat song being? Hair of the Dog with Nazareth is pretty good.
Nice,
You're messing with the son of a bitch, and Blackberry Smoke. Let a sleeping dog lie.
nice. I know you talked a lot about sports, or I mean, walking, exercise. To me, that is a sport. What do you recommend for, I don't know if you do a lot with dieting and other types of health that kind of helped you also, because just, most people could walk a block or three, but to walk several miles is not something we could recommend just jumping out there and doing. It's almost like a marathon. You can't just run the marathon, you got to train for it. But do you do other things besides, walking, like diet and also health for health?
When I first started back in 2016, I really watched my diet really close. I cut out sugar, white sugar for a long time. That really helped. I was doing green smoothies on a regular basis. Um, but over the years, I give myself some slack. I work really hard, so I give myself some slack. I cheat on a diet. I have a Parky sweet tooth, so I'm always fighting that. Um, but I just give myself a break.
Yeah, we
I
try.
hit it hard and I train hard, and then I give myself a break.
Yeah, we really tried hard. My mother healthy and it worked for a while, but then it just continued to progress. And I just decided, if she's not going to be with us, that she should enjoy her life. And we bought giant chocolate cakes and anything I could find.
Right. Exactly.
I think she was grateful for that. But as we kind of wrap up soon, I want to know, who is your hero and inspiration?
Um, I guess I would have to say Michael J. Fox. I'm glad that he's out there. He's the face of Parkinson's, whether he wanted it or not to begin with. But he does give us a big voice. People do know the name. And I know he's fighting too. So
Thank you. Yeah, he's definitely one of my heroes. And just to end today, and I always hate saying the word end because this conversation has to continue. Even when the lights, camera, and paparazzi leave after we close the show, we have to keep sharing this. And I have a feeling we will also meet again. But I do hope everyone out there enjoyed all our talk today. But please share this and please go to Shaky at Facebook. And I'm going to add the link to the show. Please support him and all he does because it's just incredible. I feel, even just talking to you now, I'm actually going to go walk after we're finished. So
awesome.
we'll have to do
Good
one
for
from
you.
maybe later in the year. We'll do one of these shows from the walk. I would love to do. We've been trying to do more things live and going to events, so that would be fun. If you're ever interested, we'll talk later, but we can take a walk together. That would be fun.
Absolutely. We can do
Yeah.
that. That'd be awesome, George.
Well, on the last note for now, because like I said, I hope this is to be continued. If you could leave the Parkinson's community today with some words of encouragement, what would they be?
Just fight back. You have to fight back.
Thank you. I love that. And then I wanted to send a message to you, Shaky, and also everyone listening. We love you. We support you. We care a lot about you, and you're never alone. I, along with Shaky, will advocate for you, and I feel together our voices are so much stronger. And I always end the show with saying, I'm just getting started because obviously Shaky's been doing this for some time. I've been doing it for over 5 years, but on the tougher days, as Shaky mentioned, you feel like giving up, but sometimes I think through social media or through the incredible world here, this great, beautiful Parkinson's community, you all, especially Shaky today, inspire me to never give up. So again, I just want to thank you for your time today, and also everyone listening. This is really, it's life changing. It's not just about the show anymore. It's really a message, and I feel like we're becoming a movement, and people are seeing this, and I do hope that they'll join you, Shaky, on the walks and on your social media because you inspire me. And again, I'm so grateful for your time and friendship today.
Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it too, George.
Thanks, and
It's great what you're doing for your mother's memory.
I appreciate it. And I couldn't do it without you and everyone listening. And I do hope to see you on the walking trail. Maybe we'll be live with you one day. I think
We
that's
will have to plan that.
Yeah, I love it. And I just want to thank you to everyone listening. Again, it's just an honor to have you all join us. And I love these shows. We don't want anything. We do not accept money. Donate it, please, to Shaky, and he'll support the Michael J. Fox Foundation as we do. And this has been another episode of Q&A with Sharon's son, George. Please stay tuned. We have so much more to come. And as Shaky knows, and hopefully all of you by now, we won't rest until the cure is at everybody's doorsteps around the world. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Shaky. We love you. See you soon.
Thanks, George.